G'day gamers, Aussie Wargamer here in Sydney, Australia, and welcome to my channel. You'll have to excuse me cough, it'll pop up a little bit, just feeling a little bit under the weather. Well, I wanted to put this together to go through the reveals at the Warhammer Age of Sigmar Open Day that was on yesterday at Warhammer World. And some cool stuff for AoS was revealed. So I want to give my thoughts live, and we'll be going sort of down the community page. So from last to first, so we can finish on the battle tome. So first up, we have the sequel to Forbidden Power. That is, of course, Tithe of Bones, which sounds super interesting. A lot of people are saying that it could be Cetra. Some people are saying it could be Vlad. I don't know. I'm not going to weigh in on that one. We'll wait and see when it comes. I kind of hope if it is Cetra, that'd be fine, but I kind of hope that they don't bring Tomb Kings back. Not that I'm opposed to Tomb Kings, but what I'm not a fan of is, or would be, G-Dubs taking something off the line and saying, you know, we're not making this anymore, this is discontinued, and then bringing it back. I think they need to stick to their guns, and I think they need to get it, leave Tomb Kings behind. Still could be Cetra, though, even if it's not Tomb Kings. If it's Vlad, I've mentioned before that Soulblight is a drop everything army for me, so I would be stoked for a Soulblight book led by Vlad von Carstein, but either way, we'll just have to wait and see. Next, of course, was the third season for Warhammer Underworlds. We've escaped Shadespire, left the Night Vault, and escaped the city of Shadespire, and the warbands have found themselves in the realm of beasts. In fact, in a living mountain in Gur, which is cool. So it's called Beast Grave, and I think it's going to offer some very different warbands to what we've seen in Underworlds and Shadespire, and a very different, very different boards and a very different atmosphere, which is cool. I mean, the game needs to progress and move forward, so this is a great way of doing that. And we've already seen the Lion Manticore thing that looked quite elven, revealed as something from that season of Warhammer Underworlds. So looking forward to find out what that is all about. Then, of course, we had the reveal of the Ogre Tyrant. Now, this is a rad model. This is so cool. I love his face. I love the way that he's staring out at you, with eyes basically saying, if you come to me, I will kill you, and then I will bite your eyebrows off. Like he's just so menacing and vicious. The blood-soaked fist is a really good touch. And I love the way that they have modeled wood, the wood on his spear, the wood on his big hammer. It's, heroic and unrealistic, but it's interesting. It's not just, the traditional skinny post with a little bit of texture. I can see that it'd be really easy to paint and have it look effective like timber. So that is rad as well. And I know a lot of people that are super excited for it. The video talked about the Moor tribes and the Feast of Bones. So could the Moor tribes be the title of the Ogre Battle Tome, if there's one coming up? I think so. I think we'll see that before the year is out. I think we'll see more tribes, perhaps in a box set called Feast of Bones. I don't know who the other group would be, but a box set with more tribes, dedicated battle tome, some ogre kingdoms. I think that would be really cool. And of course, we all know that there is a very happy little Doom and Darkness dancing around on Twitter as we speak. Then we had the reveal of, I think, the GoTrek miniature. That's right. Which, again, really cool model. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but it is a beautiful model there. And then, of course, we have the 2 battle tomes that we can finish off on. First, we had Auric War Tribes. I suspected they would do this, combine Iron Jaws and Bone Splitters. A lot of people thought they'd do Iron Jaws just by themselves, which would be fair enough. But I like that, the battle tome has, this is Iron Jaws, this is Bone Splitters, and you can combine them together as well. So there's 3 separate ways that you can put together that army. I'm sure there's lots more than 3, but there's Iron Jaws, there's Bone Splitters, there's them together. This could be a very, very useful battle tome to me, depending on who the Auric War Tribes can ally with. So I'm building a mixed destruction army at the moment with a lot of Aurics, but there are a lot of other things that are must have in my army. Ale Guzzler Gargant being the most important, Fellwater Trogoths as well. So if they can ally with Gloomspite Gits and Ale Guzzlers, then I will be all on board with this book. And then, of course, we've got Cities of Sigmar. This is a book that I don't think many of us expected. I think came as a bit of a surprise to a lot of people. And they've taken the free cities from Firestorm and sort of made them official, which is really cool. Lots and lots of different ranges here, and a lot of the smaller ranges are coming together, which is fantastic. A lot of the, the Free Guild and the Ironweld Arsenal and, all those order factions that are quite small, as well as some bigger ones as well, coming together. Wanderers, I think, are in there in this book, which is going to make playing mixed order and that mixed order suit, those mixed order suit armies, really, really viable. And I love the idea of mixing units like it's a hobbyist dream, right? You get to paint the models that you want to paint. You're not anywhere near as constricted by by force organization and that kind of stuff. You can, I love these models, these Wanderers. I also love, Free Guild great swords, and I also love, the steam tank and gyrocopters, and you can put them all together now in this book, which is cool. I can't say much more than that because obviously the book's not out. We don't know what's in it. We don't know city rules and makeup and all that kind of stuff. I imagine it's going to be far more rigid than just, here, take a whole bunch of stuff and throw it in. And there will be restrictions and that kind of stuff as well. But I do have to say that the art on this book is on point. I love that Free Guild great sword, standing on the cover, sword over his shoulder. Very, very, very Empire looking, but still Age of Sigmar appropriate. Beautiful, beautiful artwork, and it should be a great book. I'm really looking forward to getting my teeth stuck into both of those books when they are released. Looking forward to getting into Warcry in a couple of weeks. And that's it. That's all from me. As always, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to hear more of my voice. Catch us later.